State Assemblyman announces he's running for re-election under new district lines.
And it's still unclear who won a seat on La Crosse's Board of Education, but a process is underway to determine the winners.
Plus, a student at GET High School getting a perfect score on their ACT.
Watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
West Salem firefighters responded to a shed fire this evening. An official with the West Salem Volunteer Fire Department says the building caught fire around 5 o'clock in a trailer park off West Avenue North. 22 firefighters responded to the scene and were able to put the fire out in just a couple of minutes. They believe it was an electrical fire. There were no reported injuries, but the two homes on either side of the shed had melted siding.
The trial for one of the men allegedly responsible for the death of an Altoona resident has been postponed. Xavier Thompson and Michael Purnell are charged with first-degree intentional homicide in connection to the death of Christopher Connor. In September of 2022, officers found Connor with a gunshot wound at the intersection of Bergen Avenue and Bellevue Avenue in Eau Claire. He later died at the hospital. Thompson's jury trial was scheduled to begin today. However, court records show new information has come to light. The trial has been postponed until the new information can be fully reviewed. Thompson's next court date is a status conference in early May.
Deputies in Chippewa County say their sheriff's conduct last year casts an embarrassing shadow. The Wisconsin Professional Police Association issued a statement on behalf of the deputies saying they are troubled by the impact Sheriff Travis Hake's conduct has had on their agency and do not condone his actions. Hakes first became involved in controversy when a report last year challenged the sheriff's honesty and accused him of sending unwanted and inappropriate messages to a new employee. The Chippewa County DA did not find enough evidence to bring criminal charges, but the Chippewa County Board says it has no confidence in Hakes. Per the statement today, Hakes has agreed not to participate in the department's criminal investigations.
La Crosse's Board of Public Works is considering banning overnight camping on Moore City property. Council members Barb Jansen and Aaron Goggins say about 30 properties should be added to the list of areas where overnight camping is prohibited. The new parcels include Myrick Park, Red Cloud Park, and the Vietnam Veterans Trail. Last year, a new city ordinance banned camping on city properties like parks and parking ramps. Jansen and Goggins' request comes after the city cleared out a homeless encampment within the River Point district last month. Jansen says many people living in that encampment have since moved to the marsh area.
It is not okay for anyone to be living outside and sleeping in the marsh or anywhere outside, in my opinion. But if people are okay with that, then we need to find an alternative location besides the marsh area.
During today's meeting, the Board of Public Works voted to refer to requests to a later meeting date. The group will consider the list again during their June 3rd meeting.
A La Crosse County Assemblyman confirms he's running for office once again. Steve Doyle seeks his 7th full term representing Wisconsin's 94th Assembly District. The Democrat first claimed the seat in a 2011 special election to replace Republican Mike Hipsch. His district changes slightly under the latest state maps. His northern boundary used to end at the La Crosse County line. It now cuts north into Ettrick, but it's projected to remain a slight lean Republican seat, something Doyle welcomes.
Always represented a district that is about 50-50, if not lean Republican, and I think that's a good thing because it makes me more responsive to the voters. It makes me work harder. I shouldn't just have an easy re-election where I don't have to lift a finger to get re-elected.
Doyle, who's also on the La Crosse County Board, says both major parties need to solve problems without one side getting all the victories and the other all the losses. He says his bipartisan efforts with Republicans like Viroqua's Lauren Oldenburg prove he actively reaches across the aisle to get things done. The GOP does not have a challenger for the district yet. Ryan Hipsch ran against Doyle back in 2022. Doyle won that election by about 800 votes.
Well, it's been almost a week since the spring election, but the La Crosse School District still doesn't know who was elected to the school board. But tonight, the canvass process started, and a small group is going through all the ballots to verify the results. This year's school board election was unusual, with only 2 names on the ballot for 3 open seats. But 7 write-in candidates came forward before Election Day. The school board canvass was originally scheduled for tomorrow. the 9th, but the process was started a day early because of the high number of write-in votes they have to count this year.
Usually it's pretty clear because the votes go into the machine and the machine counts them and the canvassers read off what's in the machine and we make sure the machine number matches what we have in our spreadsheet. This time, because we have the write-ins, we've got the machine numbers for the candidates that were on the ballot, and then we have all of the write-in ballots as well.
Now, there were just under 9,700 write-in votes cast this year for La Crosse's school board. The canvassers will have to count all the write-in votes themselves and decide if misspelled names count in favor of a write-in candidate. The canvass process will pick up again tomorrow, and results are expected to be announced before 4 p.m.
Well, certainly a good amount of cloud cover on this eclipse day, but Greg was also tracking some potential rainfall coming through the area this evening. Anything touch down tonight?
Yeah, we got some rainfall that's up in Eau Claire. If you happen to miss the eclipse, well, we got a view from actually the GO 17 satellite in the back of me. You can kind of see that little shadow that kind of comes through the satellite. That is actually the eclipse too that we can see from there. That was the best view we had because we had clouds, as Ken speaks of, that we have showers actually coming on. Right now we do have some approaching that are approaching Eau Claire, mainly north of La Crosse, and it begins to rotate up into that area. Just very light rainfall, temperatures in the 40s to near 50. If we zoom in, you can kind of see some of that is reaching ground. Other it may not be quite reaching the ground too. So that's what we're going to see for up there, at least for the next several hours as it begins to rotate all the way up towards Ladysmith. Other areas further south will probably remain dry with a few more clouds working their way in through the morning hour. Temperatures going down to the 40s with a few spots in the upper 30s. So once again, just that precipitation really for I-94 and north. Overall, as we wake up, there's a few showers potentially there. Otherwise, we should get up to about 52 with more sun as we go in the afternoon. Same story for Eau Claire once the showers end. Just a few sprinkles potentially in the morning, low 40s, and we should be climbing back into the 50s by the afternoon with more sun. And that's really the big story going into Tuesday is more sun, despite more clouds too we'll have in the afternoon. But then we even have warmer temperatures coming Wednesday. And if you want the 70s, you might get it Wednesday for some areas, maybe. But then in the weekend, definitely looks a better possibility.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Greg. Well, Greg, of course, mentioned the eclipse, which captured the hearts and minds of so many across the nation today. Winona State even hosting an eclipse watch party. Students and community members gathering on the campus's lawn to watch the solar phenomenon. Although peak coverage occurred around 2 this afternoon, the party started at 12:30, so visitors could watch the partial eclipse from start to end. One professor says events like this are an opportunity to take a moment and reflect.
I love any opportunity I get to bring people together to kind of look up and just stop and think about all the stuff that's going on in the solar system that we normally don't even notice because we're so busy going about our normal day.
The watch party provided special eclipse glasses, special solar telescopes, and pinhole projectors, giving viewers multiple ways to safely enjoy the rare event.
Well, GET, get it? I'm excited about this one. A junior at GET High School achieved a perfect score on their ACT exam. Morgan Oman is the first in GET High School history to receive a perfect score of 36. When Oman first saw her score, she thought it was a mistake and showed it to her teacher to double check it, who then reassured her that she in fact had achieved a perfect score. Her advice to high school students taking the ACT: learn where your weak spots are and focus on those. Also, be sure to keep cool and take a big breath. Another takeaway that helped her on test day: dress for success.
I woke up early and I got really dressed up, did my hair, did everything, because my philosophy was look good, feel good, do good. And, you know, it kind of worked, so.
It sure did. Although she has a lot of opportunities ahead of her after graduation, she has her sights set on attending UW-Madison to study nursing and then eventually midwifery.
All right, future Badger right there.
Congrats to her.
Congrats, Morgan. Well, President Biden visiting the Badger State today
And announcing a new plan to cancel student loan debt for millions of Americans.
My doctor says I need an MRI. But where do I go? They're so expensive.
Sensible MRI costs a few hundred, not thousands. You could fill your fridge for a year with what you save. We can get you in the next day. Think of what you could do with the time you'd save. What do you have to lose? At Sensible MRI, you choose the time, you save the money. And you rest easy having your doctor refer you to Sensible MRI.
Got some good advice for you today. If a stranger calls you and tells you you've won a prize, or tells you you're in trouble with the law, or tells you that your grandson is in a Texas jail, hang up. you're being scammed. They're going to eventually ask you for money, and once you give them this money, it's gone. It's gone forever, and nothing can be done. So if you're ever tempted to give one of these folks money, call me, and I'll talk you through the scam, and let's save your money.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
Like our $9.99 XLNY pizza. It's everything you'd expect from a classic New York-style pizza, hot and fresh out of your oven. Order now at papamurphys.com.
Results are in for the 2024 Best of La Crosse County. Head to bestoflacrossecounty.com to see the winners in every category. Thank you to everyone who participated, and congratulations to all the winners.
Presented by River Valley Remodelers.
President Biden in Madison today announcing a new plan to cancel thousands of dollars of student debt for millions of Americans.
The plan focuses on high interest rates, providing relief for borrowers who now owe more than their original loan was worth. The loan forgiveness would apply to people who have been paying undergrad loans for 20 years or more, or grad student loans over the last 25 years. It also applies to those already eligible for loan forgiveness and for borrowers who can prove financial hardships prevent them from repaying their loans.
I will never stop to deliver student debt relief on hardworking Americans, and it's only in the interest of America that we do it. And again, it's for the good of our economy.
Now, some legal challenges to the plan are expected. The Supreme Court struck down a previous attempt by the Biden administration to forgive hundreds of millions in student loans. This smaller, more targeted plan will still require a months-long public comment period before it can take effect, narrowing the chances it'll be implemented before Election Day.
Now, on the other side of the campaign trail, former President Donald Trump says he is proud to be the person responsible for ending Roe versus Wade, but he declined to endorse a national ban on the procedure. Trump saying today that states should determine whether to ban abortion. The remarks followed months of mixed signals from the former president. He owns his part in overturning Roe v. Wade, but refuses to commit to a national abortion ban, even while suggesting in the past he would support one.
I actually do think that he will get there. I really believe that, because I believe that there was something that compelled him to stand strong and defend fearlessly every single Supreme Court justice that he put up. He never gave up on any of them. I don't think he'll give up on this.
In response to Trump's comments today, the Biden campaign promptly released a new ad featuring a Texas woman who says she nearly died twice, unable to get the abortion she needed following a miscarriage, and blamed Trump for enabling state-level bans on abortion passed since Roe was overturned.
Well, people traveled across the country in hopes of seeing today's total solar eclipse.
And experts say the eclipse economy is giving businesses a bump.
And once we get rid of this system now that we have, we're going to have a few showers maybe tomorrow, but more sun is on the way, 60s, 70s, and the weekend, 70s too. So I'll break down all that, including what we might actually see a few more showers on Thursday, all that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
I worked as a truck driver for 36 years.
And then one day I got this letter.
Your retirement will be cut.
Will be cut in half.
You don't forget something like that.
Every paycheck we put money away.
But because of Wall Street greed, boom, it was gone.
But Tammy Baldwin saw what they were doing and wrote a bill to save our retirement.
Then she fought like hell to pass it.
What Tammy Baldwin did for our families, you don't forget something like that.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right all year round. Right now, bring home select VX and L Series tractors for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months. Contact your Kubota dealer for details.
Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships in Menominee, Baldwin, Osseo, and Arcadia.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, for communities in the path of the eclipse, it's been an economic boom thanks to the millions of people traveling from around the world to witness the phenomenon.
CBS's Janet Shamlian reports for those in the shadow of the moon, the financial impact is expected to be in the billions.
They appeared from across the country.
You came here from Florida?
Yes, and around the world.
We come from Switzerland.
To see the sun disappear in Kerrville, Texas. Population 25,000. As many as 4 times that showed up today. A boon for local businesses.
The crowd is really big, and it's been getting bigger by the hour.
It's good for business today?
It's so good.
Carol Block and her family booked their trip from Arizona more than a year ago, with flights, hotels, and a rental car taking a bite out of the family budget.
Did you do this instead of another vacation?
Yeah, we didn't really do much for spring break. We've kind of been waiting for this. So yeah, it's like a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
Nationwide, eclipse spending is expected to bring a $6 billion boost to the U.S. economy, even more than the Taylor Swift tour. No blank spaces in the path of totality today. Airbnb rentals were booked up. In Fredericksburg, Texas, businesses were doing everything under the sun to cash in on the eclipse, from special wines
right there
to a local glassmaker's eclipse-inspired paperweights, all leading to the big moment at 1:32 p.m. Despite the threat of cloud cover, the skies parted, leaving those here walking on sunshine.
Well, what did you think?
Amazing.
Awesome.
That was one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Once in a lifetime experience for sure.
Yeah. Janet Shamlian, CBS News.
Well, lots of cloud cover for the eclipse in our area today, unfortunately, but they should be parting coming tomorrow, so we should be able to see the sun, and it could be getting a little warmer.
Hey,
right,
that sounds
Greg?
good.
Yeah, unfortunately, we had the cloud cover here for the eclipse. I was fortunate in 2017 in Northern Nevada to see that when it was about 80–90% too. So, fortunately, you can satellite GO-17. This is the visible images. You can see this dark image just coming across. That is actually the moon blocking the sunlight right there. So that is what it looks like really when you look at satellite images, and there's quite a few more of that coming through. But overall, for our big picture was the cloud cover. But we are going to see some showers still tonight, as I tracked earlier this evening. You saw that coming up towards Eau Claire. That's really where they're going to be mostly. And then more sun Tuesday, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Showers come back in breezy conditions on Thursday, but not an all-day type rain, and definitely not really much colder temperatures. Here's the activity that we're still tracking up to the north and a little bit up to the east, but I think more of it's going to be Eau Claire to Ladysmith up in those areas. We'll see that come through. A spotty shower, too, towards the morning. Once again, very light amounts. Overall, most of the area to the south, we'll see kind of clear skies towards Viroqua, but then we'll start seeing clouds coming back in the picture for tomorrow morning. Temperatures overall getting back down to around 40 for most locations with that light west wind. Tomorrow we'll see cloud cover in the morning, then we'll probably see a break towards noon with temperatures getting back up into the 50s, and then we might see more cloud cover come back in the evening, a little bit more unstable up to the north, so you can't even rule out a little bit of a shower or sprinkle up to areas towards Tuesday evening for I-94 and northward. Once again, these will be very light showers, and most areas will remain dry, especially as you go further south as temperatures get back down in the 50s for Tuesday evening. Going into Wednesday, at least, that starts off fairly nice conditions, a few clouds coming back in, but then we're going to track this next system. Really, you can see the spin right there coming down as it digs south towards Wednesday evening, and it'll begin to push into the area really by Thursday. and along with the system, the other one to the south is going to come up from the north. That won't affect us more than just cloud cover, but this one diving south will provide a little bit of stronger north winds, some showers for Thursday that'll linger probably into Thursday night as the system to the east begins to lift north. But that's really what we're going to see. Once we get past that, then really dry conditions continue. A little bit of a northwest flow continues for Friday, and then the weekend, it looks like we're going to see generally good conditions as a real warm air begins to build out to the west. We might see a little bit of a system kind of dive southeast just north of the area, maybe some cloud cover Saturday or Sunday, but really this looks like to stay further south. There are some indications that this actually might build further northward, which means we might get warmer temperatures than we thought. So that's what we're looking at for the weekend. Mainly dry with some cloud cover, but temperatures really definitely going to be getting back up there. And as you look at the big picture wide, you can see this jet stream is going to go well to the north, really with the system out to the west. So all this warm air, eventually some of it is going to get pulled to our direction. There are some signs, once again, we could even get more of this warm air, but we'll have to keep an eye on that little weak system that comes through Saturday and Sunday. But overall, all indications are it should be a dry and very mild weekend for all the areas. But for tonight, that shower really mainly I-94 north tonight. A few sprinkles further south, but temperatures getting back down to around 40. And then tomorrow, we're looking at more sun, but still some clouds, 60s, maybe a shower sprinkle up to the north in the afternoon, but otherwise should be fairly good. And then Wednesday, definitely more sun area wide, with the potential some areas hitting that 70-degree mark before showers and breezy conditions return. Upper 50s, which is not that far from average. And then we do have the 70s, which that is somewhat conservative because there are some signs if things go the right direction, they could be mid to upper 70s, depending on how things play out. So we'll keep an eye on that. And then next week, some showers and storms. So overall, better weekend for everyone, minus the clouds that we had for the eclipse today.
Sure.
No kidding. Like
Sounds
it.
good, though. Thank you, Greg. Hey, coming up next in sports, the Brewers were back on the road looking to take on the rival Reds. Plus, the high school baseball season finally in full swing and a pair of MVC foes clashing on the diamond. Rob is up next.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin, with 6 locations of fun.
We've done many, many renovations. We bought an old house and have made it into an up-to-date house. Whenever anything involves plumbing, the first call I make is to Maxwell White. Their technicians put together a great final product.
Sometimes in louder situations, it's tough to hear what others are saying.
We just thought, why not get a baseline so that we know where we're at?
I think the staff is very friendly.
They live here in our community. They care about the people that live here. They want to help people hear better. I feel like we're in the business of keeping people's eyes healthy, but I feel like keeping your ears healthy is also very important, and all of our senses are important.
Better Hearing Center on Alaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
It's the Bobby Bones Show. Wake up to friends every single morning. Amy is honest.
You train like you're a professional athlete.
You never know when I'm going to get the call into the big leagues.
Yeah, but how old are you?
If she doesn't agree, she tells me to my face. Garth Brooks, #1.
George Strait, #1.
She's got your back, but she will also check me if I need it.
Yes.
It's just a lot of fun every single morning.
Totally agree.
Come hang with us. Join me, Bobby Bones, every weekday morning starting at 6 on Kicks 106.3.
Whether it's a bathroom remodel or comprehensive plumbing services, we at Maxwell White strive to keep our neighbors safe and comfortable in their homes, offering honest, upfront pricing on every service, all backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Call Maxwell White today.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
It's starting to feel a little more like spring here in the Coulee region. Now our spring sports athletes can finally get on the field. We had 2 MVC rivals squaring off this afternoon on the diamond. Let's go there. Holman making the trip to Aquinas at Seminary Field, scoreless through 2. But in the third, Blue Golds playing some small ball. Runner on second, Isaac Shelfout lays down the bunt. The thrower to first gets away. That brings in a run. Blue Golds take the lead. Now 2-0 Aquinas, but Holman making a comeback. Bases loaded for Calvin Gilbertson. He lines one back up the middle. Only 1 run scores, though. Blue Golds still in front. Then Holman doing some small ball of their own. Bases loaded, squeeze the flip to home. Not in time. We're all tied at 2. Blue Golds not out of the inning yet. Bases loaded, 1 out, but in comes Eddie Peters, and he was clutch. Check swing, gets the K. Next batter, same result. Blue Golds escape the inning, and then in the 6th, Waylon Hargrove steps in with the bases loaded. He pops one out to right. Should be deep enough to score a run, and it is. Blue Golds take the lead. They hang on for the win by a final of 3-2. Home opener for the Riverhawks today. They were hosting rival Onalaska. Dawson Lappick on the hill for Central. He gets the strikeout here, and then a nice play by Lappick on a slow roller. He's going to fire it over to first. Nice throw there. 1-2-3 inning for Central. But Caden Perzina dealing for the Hilltoppers too. 2 big strikeouts for the big righty in the first. A scoreless frame for Onalaska. Let's fast forward now to the 3rd. Hilltoppers making some noise. Ian Cole at the plate. He shoots one into right field for the first hit of the game. Then with runners on first and second, Xavier Lawrence lays down a perfect bunt that throws a bit high. Here comes Cole with the first run of the game. That makes it 1-0 Hilltoppers. Here comes some more. Caden Kokeisel with the bases loaded, chops it back up the middle. Riverhawks nowhere to go. Landon Hubert comes in to make it 2-0 Onalaska. Bats started to heat up late, but the Hilltoppers spoil Central's home opener by a final of 14-6. Brewers opening up a 4-game set in Cincy. The Reds red hot tonight at the plate in the 5th, already 8-3 Cincinnati. Ellie De La Cruz gets all of this one. A monster solo shot makes it 9-3, but the Brewers battling back in the 7th. Christian Yelich takes one high and deep the other way for a 2-run blast. That makes it 9-8. Milwaukee trailed 8-0 at one point in this one. But in the bottom of the inning, it's De La Cruz again. He scorches this one to center. Sal Frelick can't get there, and that's going to be trouble. De La Cruz can fly, and that's exactly what he does. An inside the park homer. Cincinnati goes back up 2. That's all the insurance the Reds would need tonight. Brewers make it interesting, but they come up short by a final of 10-8. Twins at home hosting the Dodgers tonight. Minnesota down 1 in the 3rd, but Manuel Margot changes that. One swing of the bat, deep drive to left center. That gets over the wall for a 2-run shot. Twins take the lead. Dodgers strike back, though, in the 6th. Will Smith drops one in. Shohei Ohtani comes in to score. We're all tied at 2. Then in the 7th, same score now until James Outman is going to get a hold of this one. He hits it out deep to right. That's going to carry over the wall for a solo blast. Outman puts LA back on top. It's 3-2. Then later in the inning, it's showtime. Ohtani takes one deep the other way. That ball ain't coming back. Ohtani's 3rd homer of the year puts the Dodgers up 2. That's all they need as they hang on for the win by a final of 4-2. And just going back to our college national championship game tonight, it's all UConn at this point. I think last time I checked, they were up at least 15.
Absolutely.
Only 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, they've been very dominant throughout the entire season, so it's not a total shock, but a lopsided championship game for sure.
Yesterday was more fun. Iowa, South Carolina.
It was locked in a battle. This one.
Good viewership too. I think they said the preliminary numbers are 18.7 million people.
Massive.
They're only going to go up too because they haven't got all the stats yet.
Yeah, great for the sport.
Good stuff.
Thanks, Rob.
Okay. All right. We'll be right back after this.
How will you reward yourself with the benefits you'll get from Riverbank's Rewards Checking? A morning pick-me-up, a leisurely round, a special dinner, or an evening pause. This checking account comes with 3.04 annual percentage yield. There's also a refund for foreign ATM transaction fees. Stop in to one of the convenient locations or visit online to learn more about Riverbank's Rewards Checking. Riverbank, local banking made simple. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Introducing Ultimate Precision LLC, your trusted partner for precision craftsmanship. From interior to exterior, our expert painters bring life to your vision with impeccable precision. Our masonry and building restoration team breathes new life into the old, preserving history for generations to come. We're the masters of tuck pointing, securing your structure's integrity one brick at a time. Ultimate Precision LLC, where craftsmanship meets perfection. We're here to deliver the ultimate precision.
Hello, I'm Christy Halenka, Reading Program Chair at Viterbo University. Viterbo is proud to serve our area communities by providing programs that produce quality educators and leadership in our schools. Viterbo University is once again partnering with News 8 to recognize outstanding classroom teachers in the area. We look forward to working with generations of teachers and change agents for years to come. Do you know a top-notch teacher? Then go online to news8000.com or write to this address.
Pivot!
Shut up!
Pivot!
Shut up! Shut up!
Pivot!
Shut up!
Pivot!
Shut up!
Pivot!
Shut up! Okay, hold on. I don't think it's gonna pivot anymore.
Just like pivoting from heating to cooling season, it's a difficult adjustment.
Pivot in the summer, called GNT.
Pivot!
Shut up!
On GNT.
For the best heating and air conditioning, guaranteed.
Quality time with Taco John's. You never forget the big moments. Like the moment when you devour your very first slice of Taco John's one-of-a-kind new taco pizza. Or your very second slice. Or your eighth. With 7 layers of beefy, cheesy, fiesta saucy taco toppings atop a crispy oven-baked crust, this might even be the most momentous, meaningful experience of your life. That or your wedding or whatever, both are pretty life-changing. New taco pizza is here for a limited time, only at Taco John's.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Get a load of this. A 105-year-old North Texas man has chased eclipses for 6 decades.
And you know, he made sure to catch this one.
Watching an eclipse doesn't get old for Laverne Beiser, who's just a couple of months shy of his 106th birthday. Skies over Plano, Texas cleared so he and his family could watch his 13th eclipse. He drove his family to Maine for his first one back in 1963.
Did you ever think that 61 years later, you'd be watching another eclipse?
Back in those days, I didn't look that far ahead.
Viewing eclipses became such a serious hobby for Beiser that when his daughter got engaged, she had to plan her wedding around his eclipse chasing schedule. That's commitment right there.
Yeah.
After traveling all over the U.S. and the world to see solar eclipses, the lifelong astronomy buff said the totality path going over Texas was fitting. And Beiser said this eclipse was as good as any he's ever seen, calling it almost perfect.
Oh, good for him. I'm glad he had a clear viewing of it.
Yeah, he deserves it.
Yeah, exactly, because we don't know. Yeah. Anyways,
right.
yeah, exactly. So, all right, we'll be right back after this.
At By Goffin Rohde, we know reputation is important, and it can affect your case's outcome. If you want your case to be taken seriously, you need lawyers who are taken seriously. By Goffin Rohde, serious injuries need serious lawyers.
Attention parents and kids, it's time to build your future with Ultra Federal Credit Union's Youth Month celebration. Open a new youth account with just $25 and Ultra will match it with an additional $25. But wait, there's more. By opening a youth account, you'll automatically be entered to win our Lego Grand Prize worth $500. Imagine the endless possibilities of what you could build with that. So why wait? Head over to Ultra today and build your future. Visit us online or stop by your nearest branch for more details. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Gutters and gutter protection. New seamless steel fascia gutters. New K-style aluminum gutters. Available in 25 colors and gutter protection to keep your gutter clean. Seamless steel siding, insulated vinyl siding, standard vinyl siding. Soffit, fascia, and window trim. The Board Store Home Improvements, making aging homes new again for over 30 years. Superior products installed correctly for less than most others. New windows, door, a deck, or sunroom. The Board Store Home Improvements, 524 Copeland Avenue, La Crosse.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. When you're ready to get out and prep your yard for spring, we get you the right products at the right prices. Right now, Rewards members get a free $15 gift card with a $100 purchase of Scott's products. Save $400 on this 42-inch Husqvarna Hydro lawn tractor. Plus, tackle any project with these men's Carhartt steel toe boots, $74.99. We get you outdoors because we get you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99, plus advanced Wi-Fi and one Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Start saving today. Visit Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, or scan to call now.
Is your personal injury lawyer trying to sell you a settlement that you don't think is fair? You need a lawyer who won't settle your case just to move on to the next one. Get the full compensation you deserve. Get Bygoff and Rohde.
All right, tomorrow we should have more sun, at least for La Crosse, maybe some clouds too, but overall still fairly nice, 61. Maybe a shower up to the north of Eau Claire, especially as you go further northeast with more cloud cover there. But otherwise, more people see the sun Wednesday, showers Thursday, and then 70s likely this weekend.
All right, a lot to like there. Thanks for joining us tonight.
We'll see you tomorrow.